Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Scott Sports 101 NFL late Week 10 late games post game show and Sunday Night Football update show. It is just getting underway. 11:09 left in the first quarter. Scoreless between the Jets and Raiders. The Jets have the ball. It's the second at the Jets at the Las Vegas 36. We're going to go over all the late games for you right now. The Arizona Cardinals get their second win of the season, a big win for them, 25-23 uh, over the Atlanta Falcons. And I have to give credit to where credit is due. I got to give it to and Kyler Murray threw for 249 yards and ran for a touchdown in his return from injury and his uh, in his return from a serious knee injury. And Matt Prater had made a 23-yard game-winning field goal as time expired to win it. So I've got to give that's where credit is due, and that's to the Cardinals. I have to give the game balls to. Kyler Murray, 10 of 32, 19 of 32 carries and attempts, 249 yards, one touchdown, one interception, no touchdowns. Uh, James Conner, uh, 16 attempts, 73 yards, and Trey McBride, 8 receptions, 131 yards. So it was great for Arizona to get their second win of the season. And boy, just like the Browns, the Detroit Lions kick a game-winning field goal, and they beat the LA Chargers at SoFi in Inglewood, California, 41-38. And I got to give the game balls to the Lions. Jared Goff, 23 of 33 carries and attempts, 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. David Montgomery, 12 attempts, 116 yards, 1 touchdown. And Amon St. Brown, 8 receptions, 156 yards, 1 touchdown. The lead seesawed back and forth, and then the Lions kicked a game-winning field goal, and that's what got it for them. They are now 7-2 on the season, and the Chargers fall 4-5 on the season. The Dallas Cowboys romped all over the New York Giants, 49-17 today at AT&T Stadium in Big D, and it was just a nightmare game for the Giants. But they got one last touchdown in the fourth quarter, a cheap one, but you got to give the game balls to the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, uh, 26 of 35, 404 carries and attempts, 144 yards, 4 touchdowns, and one interception. He definitely gets a game ball. Uh, Rico Dowdle, 12 attempts and 79 yards, 1 touchdown, and Brendan Cooks, 9 receptions, 173 yards, 1 touchdown. But Dallas just dominated this game from the get-go. It was scoreless, but then Dallas just dominated. They just and did not let up. And Washington had tied the Seahawks with in the final seconds of the game as the Seahawks kicked a game-winning field goal, and they went on to beat Washington, the Commanders, 29-26. And Jason Myers converted his fifth game-winning field goal of the game, and it was a 43-yarder as time expired. So I give it the game balls to the Seahawks. Geno Smith, 31 of 47 carries and attempts, 369 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Kenneth Walker the third, 19 attempts, 63 yards, and Tyler Lockett, or TK Lockett, I think it is. Yeah, Tyler Lockett, excuse me. 9 receptions, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. Uh, Now we'll go over all the early games one more time. The This morning, the Indianapolis Colts beat the New England Patriots 10-6 at Dutch Stadium in Germany. The Houston Texans got a game-winning field goal, and they beat the Cincinnati Bengals 30-27. The Minnesota Vikings beat the New Orleans Saints 27-19 at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tampa Bay all over Tennessee, limited to 2 field goals today, 20-6. Green Bay, the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Green Bay Packers at Astro Stadium in Pittsburgh, 23-19. San Francisco just all over Jacksonville today, 34-3. And after being down by 14 and 15 points, the Browns rally from behind and get a game-winning field goal from Dustin Hopkins to beat the Baltimore Ravens 33-31. And right now, and the Jets are on the board. They are in the first quarter with 10:08 to go. It's 3-0 Raiders, and the Raiders are about to. Well, the Jets are about to. The Raiders are about to kick off. So we'll see what happens in that one. And this was just one of those. This is one of those weeks of football. Anything happened, and right now I am 10-2 on my picks, and my brother-in-law Eric Hoyle is 7-5 on his picks right now. So the best he can do is 9-5, and what I can do is go 12-2. So I've won the picks for this week. So and don't forget tomorrow night, the Monday Night Football, the Denver Broncos are at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo to take on the Bills, and that should be a pretty good game. And I do think Buffalo will get the win in that game. And but boy, I gotta give Cleveland the credit. They are the team of the week. Coming back from 14 points down and then 15 points down to beat and get a game-winning field goal from Dustin Hopkins to beat the Baltimore Ravens. You got to give credit to the Browns today. You really do. So, and they will head to Pittsburgh to play Pittsburgh next week. Actually, they'll be playing Pittsburgh at home next week. Excuse me. So, but they're going to practice tomorrow in Berea, and they know what they have to work on. This will be one of those weeks where the Browns know what they're doing. They're celebrating right now, and this is by far the Browns' biggest win of the season, and boy, is it ever! Right now, I think the Browns are going to make the playoffs. I think, and I hope they do, because I'd like us to beat Pittsburgh next week and go to 7-3. So we'll see. And so hopefully we can get a few of our guys back from injury for next week's game against the Steelers, and we'll just have to wait and see. And as you heard Kevin Stefanski's press conference on the fifth quarter, as I was doing my previous podcast before this one, and he was very pleased with the outcome, and he was glad that the Browns were able to rally and come back and win the game. So, but boy, the Browns' biggest win of the season, and 97% say that it is, and boy, is it ever. And and so and boy, and this is boy, everybody's just going to be talking about this game for quite a while. So, well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Sunday night. And right now it's a 3rd and 8 at the Jets 29, and the Raiders have the ball right now. Now this is just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 NFL Week 10 late games, pregame show, and Sunday Night Football update show. I'll be back with the post-game show for Sunday Night Football Scott Sports One Sunday Night Football post game show. Once the game between the Jets and Raiders has concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.